Hi everyone, welcome back to our new tutorial. Hope you guys are well. Today I would like to show you how to easily build a working HTML contact form using HTML, CSS and PHP. Basically, I will show you how a user can send messages to you using a contact form and you will see the messages directly into your Gmail account. I think this is going to be the easiest tutorial on YouTube about how to create a contact form which send messages directly into your Gmail. In this tutorial, I will walk you through the parts that will show you how to code the contact form in HTML, style a little bit. Then I will show you how the data is handled and the email sent in the PHP script. And in this tutorial, I will be more focusing on the PHP code because I hope you guys probably know how to create a contact form or how to design a contact form using HTML and CSS. And now let me show you a quick demo of our contact form. So here you can see that this is my contact form. We have a heading and I have three sections here for the username and for the email and for the user message, and then we have a submit button here. Now let's fill up this section, and here the name will be John and the email will be, let's say, john123@gmail.com, and the messages will be, please guys subscribe. Guys, this message is for you. If you are new in my channel, then please subscribe, like this video and press the bell icon for the future videos. So now let's click on the submit button. So guys, here you can see that after completing the sending process, we will see a message here, and this message is saying that thank you for contacting us. And now if I go to my email inbox, and guys, here you can see that I have a message from John. So now let's open this mail, and here in the first line you can see that you have received an email from John, and here is the email and here is the message, please guys subscribe. And guys, I will show you how to create this complete working contact form using HTML, CSS and PHP easily in a few minutes. And before we start, please let me know in my comment section what do you think about this tutorial, and if you leave a feedback, I will appreciate that. Also let me know what kinds of tutorial you want to see from me from this channel in future. And before we get started, make sure you give a like to this video, subscribe this channel and press the bell icon for the future videos. So let's get started. So guys, here you can see that this is my project directory, and here I have a index.html file, and then we have a mail.php file, and then we have a style.css file. So now first we have to open our index.html file, and here in my index.html file, here you can see that I have a simple HTML boilerplate, and then here I have linked our style.css file. So now if I go to my style.css file, here you can see that I have already written the CSS code because I don't want to take so much time to doing some styling and other stuff. I hope you guys know how to design a contact form using HTML and CSS, but I will show you the code for this CSS later after writing the HTML code. So for now I will just simply comment out the line for this style.css. So before creating a contact form, I want a heading so that everyone can understand what is this form is about. So let's create a h2, and here I will write contact us, that's it. So underneath this h2, now let's create a form because we are creating a form, so that's why it will be form. And here we have to add two important properties, one is action and one is method. So first I will take action, and in this section we have to write the file name, the PHP file name which we are going to working on. So I have already created a file, a PHP file. Here you can see that I have a mail.php file. So here I have to write the name of this file, which is mail.php, that's it. And then here we have to create a method, and a method will be post because we are actually posting this contact form, so that's why method will be post. And here I will add another section and it will be autocomplete off, that's it. And now in this form, first we have to take a label here, and in this label we have to give a for, and for will be name, and here inside this label we have to write your name, that's it. And underneath this label we have to create an input tag so that user can type their name. And so here in the type section this will be text, and here we have to give a name, and the name will be name because it will be our name section. And this name property is actually most important than other section because we have to work on this name property in our PHP file. So don't forget to put this name property in your input sections. And here we have to write a placeholder also, and the placeholder will be your name. So if we now save and go to our website, and if we now refresh, so here you can see that we have our heading, we have our label, and then we have our input section here. So I will simply copy this one from here and I paste it 2 more times. That's it. And this one will be email, and here it will be email also, and in the placeholder it will be also email, and in the type here it will be email, and in the name here it will be also email. That's it. So after this email, now we have to create our message section. So for message section, the label will be message here, and here it will be also message, and here instead of input we have to give a text area. So I will simply delete this line, and here it will be text area, and here we have to give a name here, and our name will be message, and then we have to give a placeholder, and the placeholder will be also message. So after this message, now we have to create a button, we have to create a submit button. So for doing this, we have to create an input tag, and the type will be submit because it is a button, so that's why type will be submit. And here we have to give a value also, so value will be submit also. That's it. Now save and go to our website, and if we now refresh, so guys, here you can see that we have our label, we have our section, label section, label section, and a button here. So now we have to style these things. So for styling this one, first thing I will do, I will simply this one. That's it. If we now go to our style sheet, here you can see that I have imported a Google font, and in our style we have our margin 0, padding 0, box sizing border box, and the font family will be railway. Then in our body HTML we have give a color, and then we have give a display grid, max width 100%, and a place item center. And here you can see that everything is now actually in the top left. I want everything to be in the center, so that's why I have to write these 3 lines. One is display grid, max width 100%, and a place item center. Okay, so after this one, now we have to design our S2, which is our contact us. So for design in this one, I have give margin 0, a color, and then we have give a font size, font width, and a margin top here. And after this one, I have defined a width of our form, because here you can see that we have a form here, and we have to give a width of this form, and I want to take this width 50%. And then we have designed our label here, which is our these labels, your name, email, and then message. So for styling this label, I have give a font size 1.2 rem, and then we have actually wrap everything here, like our input section, our text area, and our button here. And here I have give with 100%, padding 0.5 rem, and then border none, and then font size 1.2 rem. And then in our text here, in our text we have give margin 0 from top, margin 0 from left, and the margin 1 from bottom here. And then in the border we have give 1 pixel and outline none. And for the text area I have give 6 rem height. And in our input section I have give a background color, and then we have a color also, and then cursor pointer. And here I have added a hover effect. Whenever I will hover on our submit button, I want to change the color into this one. So now let's save this one and our HTML also. And if we go to our website, and if we now refresh, so guys, here you can see that we have our contact us heading, we have designed our label, our this input section, our this placeholder, and the email message here, and then we have give a height also for this message, and then we have a submit button, and we have added a hover effect here also. So our designing of this contact us page is actually done. We have done with our HTML and our CSS part. Now we have to jump into our PHP file, and we have to do some backend work. So for doing this, let's go to our main.php file. And here in our main.php file, first we have to initialize our PHP. That's it. And here first we have to create some variable, and we have to save and store the variable of the user, which we will get from these input sections. So our first one will be for our name, so that's why we have to take a variable name. And for taking a variable, we have to first give a $sign, and here it will be name, and name is actually a variable. And inside this variable we have to save the user name, which actually user will type his name or her name. So that's why it will be also a $sign and the underscore, and it will be actually post, because because this name is actually inside our post section. Here you can see that we have a method post, so that's why we have to initialize post here also. And here we have to define the name of where the user will type, and the name will be stored in the name section. That's it. So I will simply copy this one from here and then paste it here. That's it. And our second variable will be our email, because I want to save the email also, and the email will be stored in our email section. That's it. And then I want to save the message also, so that's why the variable name will be message, and the message will be stored in our message here. That's it. So guys, here you can see that for our name variable I have stored the name, and this name is actually inside our input section. Here the name, and then I have stored the email section inside our email section, and here you can see that we have a name email here. So after our email we have stored our message also, and this message is actually stored in our this name message. So guys, here you can see that we have actually stored all of the values from our name, email and message inside these three variable: name, email and our message here. And here we have to give the receiving email address where I want to receive my messages from the user. So that's why we have to give an address here. So the variable will be 2, because I want to receive the message into a email section. So that's why here inside this code we have to give the email address where we want to receive the messages from the user. So here I will type my email address. So guys, here is my Gmail address. So after this one, now I want to add a subject here. So that's why let's take a $sign and let's take a variable name, and it will be subject. And this subject will be appear in our email inbox section, and so that we can actually understand from which website we are accepting these messages. And here the subject will be mail from website. That's it. You can write anything here. It will just appear in the header section of our email inbox, so that we can understand from where this email is actually sending from. So after taking all the values, now we have to design the message format which we are going to see in our Gmail inbox. So for initializing this, we have to take a variable name, and it will be header. And here in our email inbox section, if I go to my email box, here you can see that first I have a message here. You have received an email from John. So first I want to see this line, and then I want to see the email, and then I want to see the message. So this will be the actually message format which we are going to see in our Gmail inbox. So I have to define this format in our code also. So for doing this here, so first I want to get the name. So for the name here, first I will write from, and then I want to see the name. So for seeing the name, we have to copy this name variable, because the name is actually inside this variable. So copy this variable and then paste it here, and then we have to give a dot here, and then I want to give a empty line, because I want to break this line, and I don't want to get all of these values in one line. I want to get these values one by one. So that's why I will take a line break. It will be /r and /n. That's it. And then here you can do another thing. If you have a website, and then you must be have a mail also, you have a mail address also. If a user sent me a message into my Gmail, so I want to send an exact copy of the message into another mail or another Gmail, so that we can have a copy of this message. So you can add this here. So for adding this one, we have to just simply type CC, and inside this CC we have to type the email address or the mail address where we are going to send another copy of the message. In this CC you can write this mail address also. So for my mail address, I have to go to my website cPanel. So guys, here you can see that now I am in my cPanel, and here in the cPanel you will find a section called email accounts. Now click on this email accounts, and here you can see that I have already two different mail section here, and if you don't have any of them, you can always create another one. You just have to create in this section. If you click on this create, here you have to just give a name, username, and then you have to give a password, and then you have to click on this create button. So that's it. By doing this, you can create a new mail section. So I have already a mail address in my hosting, so I will just click on this manage. So this is my mail address, so I will be simply copy this mail address from here and go to my code, and inside this CC I will paste this code. That's it. And then we have to define the format, in which format we want to see the message. So for this format we have to take a variable and it will be text, and inside this text first we are going to see this message, this line: you have received an email from John. So I will be copy this message from here and then paste it here, and instead of John I will just delete this name from here, and here I will type the name variable. So copy this one and then paste it here. That's it. Then I want a line break. So for this line break it will be /r/n. That's it. And then I want to see the email address, from which email address this message was sent. So that's why it will be email. And then I want to see the email address. So that's why this email address is actually inside this email variable. So copy this one and then paste it here. And then I want to break this line. So for breaking this line it will be /r/n. And then I want to see the message. So that's why here we have to write message. And this message is actually inside this message variable. So copy this message variable from here and then paste it here. That's it. So here you can see that we have done with our this text format, with our message format. So after this one, now we have to define a if section. So for doing this, here I want to check this email address is actually empty or not. If our this email address is not empty, then we will send this message into our Gmail account. Otherwise we don't want to send this message into our Gmail account. It can be a spam or it can be anything. So that's why we have to check. So that's why I will be just copy this email variable from here and then paste it here. Then we have to write not equal to, and it will be null. That's it. So if our email section is not null, then I want to mail this message into my email address. So in the mail section, user will be sent this message into our mail. So that's why the mail address is actually inside our this two variables. So we have to copy this two variable and then paste it here. Then I want to see the subject. So copy this subject variable and then paste it here also. Then I want to see the message. So copy this message text and then paste it here. And then I want to see the headers. So copy these headers and then paste it here. That's it. So if a user can send messages to us successfully, then we want to show him a success message so that he can understand this message was successfully sent to us. So that's why we have to give a header. And here inside this header, I want to show a thank you message for contacting us. And I want to style this thank you message differently in a separate file. So that's why simply I will give a location for our thank you page. So that's why it will be location, and the location will be thank you.html. That's it. So now here you can see that in our file we don't have any file name thank you.html. So we have to create this file in our project file. So that's why let's create a new file and let's save this file. The file name will be thank you.html. That's it. So guys, here you can see that we have a file name which is thank you.html. So here first we have to create our boilerplate, and in our title it will be thank you. That's it. And here I will create a heading, and here in this heading it will be thank you for. That's it. And now I want to style this heading a little bit. So that's why underneath this head we have to create a style tag. And here in the style tag I will just take our body first, and I will give a background color, and the background color will be this one. That's it. And then I want to align this text, so that's why it will be center. Then I want to target our h1, and I will give a color and font size. So first give a font size and it will be 3rem, and let's take a color for this one, and our color will be #1d1d1d. That's it. Now save this file, and if we now open this file in our browser, so guys, here you can see that we have a message thank you for contacting us. So guys, here you can see that we have created our thank you message, we have created our style sheet, we have created our mail.php, and then we have created our index.html file also. So after doing all of this, now we have to check our this contact form is working or not. So for checking this, we have to upload this file into a live server. So I will simply go to my hosting panel, and here we have to go to our file manager, and then we have to go to our public_html, and then we have to simply upload our file. So for uploading our files, we have to click on this upload file, and then we have to go to our file directory, and from this file directory we have to just select everyone, and then we have to drag these files into our this drop section. So guys, here you can see that we have successfully uploaded our all files. Now let's go to our project directory, and here you can see that we have our index.html, mail.php file, style.css file, and then thank you HTML file. So we have successfully uploaded our files into our hosting. So now we have to go to our website. So this is my website link. I will just click on this link. So here you can see that we have a contact us page here. Now I want to see this contact us page is working or not. And if this contact us page is working, then I will receive two messages from a user. One message will be inside our this email, and then another message will be actually inside our hosting email. So for checking the hosting email, let's go to our cPanel again, and here in our email accounts, so I have selected this email. Now I want to check this email. I want to log in into my inbox. So that's why open. So this is my inbox here. So if a user can successfully send a message to us, then I want to see two messages. One is inside our email and another one is inside our mail inbox. So now let's see this is working or not. So this is our contact us page, and here I will give a name, and the name will be my channel name, and it will be tech2 etc. And here email will be tech2 etc @gmail.com. And now let's type a message, and it will be hi, how are you? That's it. Now let's click on the submit button. Okay guys, here you can see that we have an error here, and I think we have an error in our code. So for solving this problem, let's go to our project directory, and here you can see that we have a PHP file. So I will just simply edit this file. Click on edit and then edit here. And here you can see that we have an error here in our line 7, and now let's go to our line 7. So here you can see that we have a cross section. It means it is saying that we have an error here. This error is actually happening probably for our semicolon. We didn't put a semicolon here, and I want to put a semicolon here also. That's it. Now let's save the changes, and now that should be work. Now let's go to our website again, refresh the page. Name will be tech2 etc, and our email will be tech2 etc @gmail.com, and our message will be hi, how are you? Now let's send this message. And guys, here you can see that we can see our thank you message. It means we have successfully sent these messages into our Gmail accounts. So now first I will go to our Gmail account, and here you can see that I have a message, and the message is from tech2 etc. And here you can see that you have received an email from tech2 etc, and the email address is here, and the message is hi, how are you? So guys, here you can see that we have successfully received an email from our website to our Gmail account directly, and this is so amazing guys. And now I want to see this exact copy of message into my web mail. So now let's see in our web mail we have any message or not. So first let's refresh the inbox, and here you can see that I have a mail. Open this mail, and here you can see that we have received an email from our tech2 etc. This is my email address, and this is my message. This is so amazing, so crazy. And so now here you can see that we have successfully created a contact form, a working contact form using HTML, CSS and PHP. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I already told you guys that this will be the easiest tutorial on YouTube about how to create a working contact form using HTML and CSS, PHP. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and let me know in my comment section what do you think about this tutorial, and also let me know in my comment section what kind of tutorial you want to see in future from my channel, from me. And that's it guys. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you really do, then please subscribe, like this video, and press the bell icon for the future videos. And if you guys have any question about this video, you guys can comment below. So let's see you guys in our next tutorial.